Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Okami HD Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and battled with Lekachu and Nekachu, and we just went and saved Kamui. Now, from there, we did go and see that the Ark of Yamato has made its appearance, and now we just have to go and run along within this rainbow bridge to the entranceway of this place. Now, this area is a little bit like how the Ganon's Castle was all about in the Wind Waker series that we went and did before for the reboot that we went and did so on the channel from before. And if you guys haven't went and checked it with that, you guys should go ahead and do so, because that was a very fun series, and coming back to that game was really fun. But when we went and hit on inside that Ganon's Castle, remember when we went and saw like all those different like rematch boss battles that were happening within that area? Well, that is literally what's going to happen here within the Ark of Yamato. Now, there is 5 different rematch boss battles that we have to go and do. One of them, including for this episode for today, is that we are going to be going and battling out with Ninetails. It seems like the Spider Queen makes its reappearance. Crimson Helm does make its appearance, also with Blight as well too. If you guys remember him, he was the guy that we had to go and head on into where the Emperor's body was, and we go and had to put a stop to that guy. Now here within this segment though, before we actually go and start heading off into the actual Ark of Yamato, this is where we're going to have to see, unfortunately, a sad type of departure here from Issun, because it seems like for right now he has no intentions of actually heading on inside into the Ark at all whatsoever. And even though that we're allowed to go on into there, it seems like Issun doesn't have the proper, well, I guess like authorization for him to go on in, because you'll see in a little bit that he goes and tries to head on into there and he can't even reach on into that entrance web. But we are going to be seeing a returning Waka though. He is going to go and show back up here once again, and I know that we're going to have to go and kind of follow him inside, which is going to happen throughout here. But yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be kind of sad, even though, you know what, like, even though that Issun's a little bit annoying, but he's not, like, as annoying as Navi. It's just kind of sad that he doesn't get to go and fully join alongside with us here and go through all the different rematch boss battling that we went through from the last time. You know, to be honest with you, I think Issun would probably get very tired of having to go and rematch Orochi at least like 3 different times out here. And I would probably agree on the same as that type of front, because again, if you guys don't know, Orochi is going to also be another one that's going to happen as for a rematch that's going to be here. So there is going to be 3 different times that we have to go and literally battle out on that same exact type of monster from before. Even though that boss battle is fairly simple enough, but it just takes way too long and it's so time consuming just to go and get each individual head all drunk, right? Just so that you can go and try to get the last hit from that battle that was happening from before. Now, within these 2 videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Okami HD, but we are going to be moving onwards with more of the 5 different trials. Wow, that's actually kind of a weird coincidence. We're actually doing 5 different rematches within one particular area, but now in Yokai Watch 4, we're actually doing 5 different trials. Alright, well, anyways, we do have another trial out here within Yokai Watch 4. That one actually has to go in and tail with what Nate's trial is going to be all about. And I want to say that trial is fairly easy, just like the last one that we just went and did with Katie. They're basically on the same exact end of the spectrum. You will be getting yourself with a special ability at the very end of everything, and then you can go and use that as later on throughout the other different enemy battles that we go and face. And of course, here's this guy once again. Oh boy. Yeah, every time it's always with Waka. At least the good thing is that we don't really have to go and do any type of battling with this guy from before. I know that we went and encountered out with Waka at least, what was it, like 2 other different times from before, and we had to do some battling with them, but again, we don't really have to go and worry about that any more than it actually has to be. But, oh yeah, and also too, one other thing before I also go and forget about is that here in the Ark of Yamato, there is one more type of, well, I want to say, yeah, there should be like another divine instrument, that you should be able to go and find within this area. Now, just want to go and point this out here, that this is going to be a very expensive purchase. So if you don't have the money for it, you may possibly want to go and, do some other things before you go and actually walk onto the Rainbow Bridge, because they do give you that extra little bit of some time so that you can go and head back and do some other extra stuff if you want to go and complete any other little side quest or try to get some extra money or whatnot. For right now, for us, we already have a lot of money as it is, and now, even though that I think during the time of this part here, I think I only had like roughly around like, I think it was like 300,000 yen or somewhere, or maybe like around like just underneath the 300,000 yen. But I know that we do have like a lot of treasure, a lot of like different other like fish and other equipment that we do have that we don't really need any type of access for, and we could go and sell that for a lot of nice good cash. So the amount for what this other divine instrument that is going to be while we go and talk to one of these other different people that heads on inside into the Yamato is going to have to be for like 500,000 yen. So just be a little bit careful on that. But yeah, see, so just like that, from what I was just telling you guys about, unfortunately, Issun does not have the proper authorization to even go a step foot on into this wave. And Waka's already went and already told him about it. So yeah, so only those who are worthy can only go and may enter on into there. But yeah, you know, as well too, Waka is the prophet, right? He knows the all-seeing type of stuff, even though that he says that he does. Yep, and he is the celestial envoy, right? Well, for us, though, however, I know that we got to see the other celestial envoy from the other previous Amaterasu from the past, which we did go and see from before. That did help us out big time around throughout the Lukachu-Nekachu battle. But yeah, but unfortunately, the Rainbow Bridge has disappeared, and Issun fell right into the water. At least he doesn't have any type of devil fruit, so he won't be, like, stuck in there. I'm pretty sure he knows how to swim. But also, too, wrong game. Yeah, this is also really weird, is that we also have some sort of weird tango dance against with here with the Waka. Alright, well, let's go have some fun before we go and actually start heading on into the actual entrance web. Now, at some point, this door will start to close, and once that door closes, we will never be able to go and head back on out of this way at all. So make sure that you have anything stocked up with you. Now, again, there is a merchant inside the area, so you don't really have to feel all that too scared. There is a save point as well, too, which you can always go and run on back towards with. If you ever do decide that you need to go and do any type of saving when you go through like a certain boss battle. But yeah, we should be able to do just fine, because I know that we went and bought like a lot of different like holy bones and a whole bunch of other type of specialized bones that we do need for healing. I know that happened a little while back. I think what was it, like in the Webkier area? I know that we had to go and buy some stuff, I think, just before heading on into our way of the Ezofuji Lake once again. Bye, Issun. It was fun while it lasted. But you know what? We'll just go on in without having Issun there. Sorry, man. He's just gonna be just stuck looking at the Ark of Yamato for now on. And there we go. Got ourselves with a brand new trophy of Saranara. Yep. So here we are. Now, this is the merchant that you need to go speak to, but these guys are like all like angel type of like species of these guys that are here. So you want to go and actually talk to Marco, and he's like the merchant around over here. Now, you can't go and give him an offering, and you can go and give him money, or you can actually give him demon fangs. Now, I believe that king before over at that one previous place that we went to the last time, I know that he does need certain demon fangs, but we don't really have a whole lot of them, because I think we passed all of them over towards to that king guy from before. But if you do give him some money, though, you will be able to get yourself with a lot of other different specialized goodies, and that's where that divine instrument is going to go and start making its appearance there. Yeah, it seems like you can actually go and, I think, give us a traveler charm to it, but I guess that doesn't really work out as well. So let's go and try out the money thing now, and let's see what happens here. So let's go and pass it along there, and there it is. There's the Tundra beads. That is like the last of those type of bead instruments that we have to go and pick up there. And there's also all the different holy bones. If you do need to go and buy any more of those, I think we're okay as it is. And I think this is where I'm going to have to do some editing on doing some selling and stuff as well. So here we go. So after selling up a whole bunch of other things, we do now have over the 500,000 of the yen at this point in time. So this man's gonna be filthy rich by the time that we go and give him all this money here. So there we go. So now he has a lot of money, and we also do have a really nice, cool equipment item right here as well. So I can't wait till we go and try that out a little bit later on. Alright, now let's go into the actual time of seeing all these different ways of the rematches here. Now, each different pathway will take you into any of the different rematch boss battles. We are going to have to go ahead on into the left-hand side, I want to say, of our time. And we're going to have to go through the many first doors on the left-hand side, which that is going to be right on over here, which we're going to go and take. Yeah, there's quite a bit other different areas, but we're going to go and take care of this one first. Now, if you guys do see like a little picture like on top of the door there, that will actually tell you exactly who that you're going to be battling out with. So we kind of saw that there was quite a bit of different tails on that one particular creature, and you guys already know who that is. That's going to be with Ninetails here. So yeah, so there's going to be a whole bunch of other different angels that are going to be kind of like showing up around within this way. This one in particular, she's going to go and like basically tell you all about like how the Ark of Yamato crashed on into this area and how it got stuck within the ice for quite a while. But we don't really need to read all through all of this because we don't need to go and do it. But yeah, if you don't know how the whole Ninetails battle works, all they have to go and literally do is just make sure that you have your electrified sword, which I don't think we ever got that, I think, during the before of our very first battle. But if you ever use any of the electrified clouds that are up in the air, though, and if you do have the electricity ability, which you should already have by that point during the time of that actual dungeon, you can go and use that and actually hit Ninetails' sword from there. And from there, you can just be able to go and get the damage off for that guy. Now, when you go and actually do the actual damage and hit Ninetails with it, it will split into 9 different other characters that will make back into the actual Ninetails character. But you can go and start trying to knock out all the mini versions as quickly as you can before it starts recollecting itself back again. So yeah, so just like from before, Ninetails will go and try to basically stun lock your brush techniques every time. Again, I don't really think brush techniques really do go and work out on him all that too well, except if you do have the slow-mo time. You can go and try to get some extra attacks off beforehand. Yeah, just watch out for the for all that annoying acid type of attack that happens. But this is what we do want. Make sure that the sword is out. Gonna go and latch right onto there, and now he's gonna split into all 9 other different mini versions here. And just start going crazy. And just make sure that you go find all of them. And there we go. Now these guys are going to be really easy now since we do have like a much betterized type of sword from before. So like these guys are already down and out as it is. Quick and simple. Not even that much of a problem. But we are going to do some editing here in this particular part as well too. So that you guys don't have to see this whole entire battle in its entirety. But there we go. That should be the last guy here. And now we're going to have to go and battle out with one tail. So this is where we're going to have to go and see how this battle is going to work. Now, just make sure that every time that you go and see where this guy's going to be at is just use the slow-mo technique. I think we did this before, I think, with the slow-mo technique when we got it the last time. Because he does go really fast, right? So you do need to make sure to go and use that as best as you can. And then you can get the extra attack damage off. Yeah, I should have went and used my new divine weapon if I had that with me there. Because I believe you actually have to use that as the triangle attack, not the X button. But there we go. So let's keep on knocking him down from here. Yeah, so just keep on setting up with the slow-mo as best as you can. That's what I'm going to like try and do throughout the remainder of this part of this battle. And I think at some point I actually do run out of the actual amount of the ink that I did have. But not to worry, we were still able to go and get the job done, even though that I ran out of the ink. There we go. So just keep on knocking him down as best as we can. He's going to do some flips in the air, but we're still going to go and injure him more. Yeah, unfortunately we ran out. But that's okay. Oh, come on. We got just only 2 more hits left. I think we should at least be somewhat in the clear there. Oh, well, maybe 3. There we go. But just like that, we already got Ninetails already finished. And now this area is now done. And once you go and leave through the area and get yourself completed within this time, you will actually be able to get to see that you will have a blue pathway that will now say that this area has been cleared and we can go and move off into the next one. But we're going to end things off for today. See you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.